last week's game. I mean, is it fair to say you guys played with Mo West for almost the entire game, with the exception of just that very, very short time?
I thought we played decently well the first half. Had too many penalties. I mean, there's two penalties that really stopped our drives, and then, another third and 20 situation where, we got to understand the situation and, just get a few yards so we can at least kick a field goal, and that's something we're still teaching our kids and learning, but, I thought we played very well the first half. When you look back at it, we probably should have had 2 more touchdowns, and, it would have been 28-21 or 28-28, whatever it might be, but then that third quarter, they drove down, scored on us, and then, we slip on the punt. First off, we had a kickoff, and then we got a personal foul on that kickoff, and then we slipped on the punt on the 1-inch line. They scored, and we muffed the kickoff, and then they score again, and you can't dig yourself a hole against a great team like that.
With those multiple different mistakes, special teams wise, is that something you guys have really practiced in practice, or you guys really focused on that?
It is. I mean, it's something we practice all the time. We really focus on special teams. We spend 20, 25 minutes a day just on special teams alone, and when you look at a week, I mean, that's almost an hour, hour and a half that we spend just on special teams by itself. And we just made one mistake, and our kids got to learn to overcome adversity. Things are going to happen. Just don't let things keep happening. We got to put an end to it. We got to put a stop to it and eliminate those things.
It seemed like for the first time, maybe some of the kids were just playing football instead of thinking about, okay, this is what's next. This is what I need to do. This is my just react.
They play comfortable and they play relaxed, and it seems like when we go on the road, we seem to play a little bit better. I don't know if it's just a little more focused because we have them in the hotel room and all the meetings that we can do with them as well, and just keep them focused and locked into what we're doing. But they had fun. I mean, they enjoyed the game again, and that was good to see them do in this game. And they didn't quit. You watched them out on the field; they kept fighting, they kept battling, and Mo West just made a few more plays than we did.
Is that one more frustrating in the sense that, you were right there at halftime and you were in it against the top 10 team later than it's been for a while?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, because we played, pretty well that first half, except for a few mistakes, and then to come out that first 4 minutes and just kill ourselves. It's frustrating as a coach to see that. I think it's frustrating as a player as well. And those are things we just got to overcome and get and learn from and get better from. And hopefully our kids do that.
With Ed Smith, it seemed like he finally got loose. What would you guys maybe see film-wise a lot?
It was just some things that we've seen before. We knew exactly what they were going to do defensively. They don't do a lot of different things. They're very simple, and we keyed on those things and then reading the end and giving him the ball because he's so fast to get to the edge, and that's something really working on him and Andre doing to get to the edge and getting vertical and scoring points. And threw a couple nice passes, and he can catch the ball very well. He's got great hands and he runs very well, and he's dangerous in open space.
Of course, the first 4 games we've talked about how difficult they are, nationally ranked opponents. This is not a national ranked opponent. It's stepping out of conference. Is there any worry about, I don't want to say letdown because there hasn't been any wins, but just that sense of, okay, I don't need to prepare quite as hard. It's not
a little bit. I think I'm trying to keep our kids focused and locked in. We've got to get a win. We've got to find a way to win a ball game. And the only way we're going to do that is having a great practice. And we had a great practice today. Our kids are very locked in and in tune and did some good things. And we got to continue doing that through this week. Plus, it's homecoming. And hopefully we don't get caught up in all the festivities of homecoming. But, I feel our kids are locked in and tuned in what we got to do because, they're hungry for that win. They want to get a win. So hopefully they stay focused like they were today.
Is this team generally do they practice well, or has it been times when they maybe aren't as focused as they need to be?
It's off and on. It's usually 2 great practices and we'll have 1 bad practice. And, hopefully this week we can have 3 good practices. And we had 3 pretty good practices last week, and, it showed at the start of the game with the way the kids were playing. And, we just got up the tempo a little bit more, get a little bit quicker on offense and defense, and then really get our scouts going into what we're doing.
As far as tempo, do you guys feel like you guys should be playing at a faster pace offensively?
I think our pace on offense is pretty good right now. I think we're stopping the ball with, around 15, 20 seconds still on the clock. And, at times you got to slow it down so you give your defense a rest and really get an idea of what they're doing to you. And, sometimes it takes the quarterback a little bit longer just to see exactly what they're doing. And, we're doing some preview stuff to see when we see blitzes and if they're rolling or adjusting the coverages. And I think that's really helped them out tremendously.
Is this team still together, 0-4? Tough start, the opponents, we've talked about that. I mean, is this team still together, not fractured at all?
I think they've gotten closer, and that's good to see. And, we talk about all the time, we win and lose together offensively, defensively, special teams, and, not one person causes us a loss. And, I feel this group's a pretty close group. It seems like we're getting closer every week, and, I feel good about this group of kids. We've got a great group, that they work hard, and another, and they really enjoy one another, and you can see them become closer, and they're becoming a family.
It seems as if Travion took that another next step. I mean, he seemingly now he's playing a whole lot better.
He is, and he's really starting to understand our offense and really starting to get his reads, and he's maturing, and he's getting ready in his fourth game now, and every week he gets a little bit more mature and starts to understand his reads a little bit better, and I can see him every week getting a little bit better each week. He's going to be a pretty good quarterback for us.
Do you think William Jewell was a challenge for the team?
I do, because they do so many different things. I mean, offensively, they do some great things, some imbalance, they do some gun run stuff, they spread it out, they bring in 2 tight ends. I mean, they do a lot of different things too. Offensively, that can give you trouble, and then, defensively, they bring a lot of pressure, and that's something that we really haven't seen a lot of this year. A lot of teams bring pressure. They'll bring double A gap pressure, they'll bring pressure off the edge, and wherever they're bringing pressure, whoever's manned up on the back is coming as well. So they bring more than you can protect, and they do a good job of it. And we just got to hone into what we're doing and make sure we get our keys and our reads, and go from there.
The fact that these two teams and programs have never met before, they're not a conference foe. What kind of challenge does the preparation make for you guys?
It's just the not being certain, kind of the unknown of what each other's going to do, and so you got to kind of watch all 4 games and prepare for what they've done for all 4 games, and then really get your kids locked into what you're doing. You try to get an idea, and you try to get your kids, understand exactly what they're going to get, but it's probably not really going to come until game day. We can see exactly what they're doing, and we got to get on the board on the sideline and get them coached up.
There's a lot of people who feel, of course, the MIAA is maybe the best Division II conference. The GLVC is certainly not. What's the main difference film-wise between a school in your conference and a school in Joe's conference?
When you look at our conference, I mean, we got big, strong guys in this conference. We got tons of athletes, fast guys, very, very good quarterbacks, and their conference is pretty good as well. I mean, I don't know how to really explain it. I never really played in the conference, so it's kind of hard to explain exactly what it is. But I just, this conference is big, strong, and fast, and it's very competitive. And to me, it truly is a 1AA conference. I mean, just the competition level that we're playing in right now. It's tough, but I really don't know exactly how to explain that and really compare those two.
One thing that was pleasantly absent from Saturday was the big play by the other team. Did a light bulb come on for your kids in a way?
We had some good talks about that. I let them know that they're not going to get deep ever again, and they keep everything in front. And our kids did those things, and it's amazing how you make a team have to drive the field and not give up the easy one, and the things you can do. And what we did make easy for them was our turnovers on special teams. We made it easy with that, give the ball on the 1-inch line, give the ball on 25, give a kickoff, return for a touchdown, and then we tried to run a fake punt, and we didn't get it. They kicked a field goal, and we look at that. There's almost 24 points right there just on special teams alone that we gave up. So now we got to fix that part of our game as well.
It's a testament of patience and maybe the best your team has done. I think about 14, 18 yards, your longest play from scrimmage, yet you moved the ball quite a bit up and down the field on that.
Yeah, it is. We're just going to keep trying to dink and dunk our way down the field, and hopefully eventually we'll start getting those big plays. And the more we do what we're doing, just get our kids comfortable understanding what we're doing. Those big plays will eventually come, and hopefully we get a few of those, on Saturday. But we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and I'll take first downs, because eventually those are going to lead to touchdowns for us.
Line-wise, Stents and also let's see, what's their status now?
Stents probably another week away, maybe 2. Tomasi, he actually practiced today and looked pretty good for us, so he'll be in the lineup for us this week and playing left guard. So that's a good benefit for us, and Jordan McDonald did a good job for us, and we'll continue to work those 2 in and out, and they can play both sides of the ball, left guard and right guard, so that gives our guys a little bit of a break as well.
What's the biggest challenge for Molessi coming here to play defense and then now having to switch to the offensive side kind of midstream?
It was kind of his idea. He's one of those kids that saw we had some injuries on offense, and he was injured as well. And he told me, when I come back, I want to be on the offensive line. I was like, well, I was planning on moving anyway. And it's like, it's good that you have that attitude and you want to come over there and help us out. And he's running with him. And great leader, works hard. I mean, communicates very well on the O-line. Just from his first day out there, his communication skills are awesome, and it really gets our O-line, improves our O-line, just the way he talks and communicates with our players.
He is a loud guy on and off the field. I mean, you see him on the sidelines, hooting and hollering. What does that mean when he's back in the football kind of stuff?
It's just more excitement, more enthusiasm. He gets those players pumped up, and it's hard to do when you're not playing, because guys, guys tend to look look at you, sometimes they go, oh, you're on the sideline. You know, but he's that kid that when he's on the field, I mean, people look up to him and they see how hard he plays, and that steps up the level of play of our other players.